failed your uni subject. So, when you start passing your subject, you can get another job.
Embarrassing asking for money all the time.
Do your friends pass their subjects? Balancing uni and work is hard. Once you've mastered one, you can do the other.
Hi, my name is Hannah Moore and I'm studying a Bachelor of Communication with a major in media production. Primarily, I am a photographer. I love to thrive off live work. I like shooting bands primarily because you get a good feedback from the energy around you. However, I have also done a year and a half in public relations, which does take quite a bit of organising. So in turn, despite my love for a camera, I think that my best role would be as a producer. I love pre-production work in the sense of I like to have a slight bit of control of what is going on. I just like to know that everything is going smoothly and that everything is on target, primarily budget-wise. Budgeting is part of our everyday life. Everyone should know how to do it. However, I feel as if my joy within this filmmaking assessment is primarily in pre-production work rather than post-production or even during the production. It's quite relevant to see how far as a crew we have all progressed. We all grabbed scene 1 of father and son, and we had to get a crew together and basically make the first scene of the film. This involved the pre-production work. We had to basically hit the ground running and film this assessment task. I was cameraman, however, there was a sense of vertigo effects. So we did vertigo earlier in that class and it was enjoyable, however it was a very difficult task to master. And the camera angles that we were doing required a sense of moving the camera lens, like the focus and the zoom at the same time, which I found a rather difficult task, if I do say so myself. Everyone in the crew is adequate at lighting, however in our shooting space it was quite difficult to light the area properly. Another thing we found difficult was not having actually trained actors within the actual film. So it meant you had to do about 17 takes of the first scene. So it was quite difficult to master in the end. The main issue I found that most of us had was the fact that acting was quite difficult, and that will prove to be a difficult task in the next assessment task, just purely due to the fact that finding trained actors is hard and affording them is even harder. Filmmakers collaborating with filmmakers, for me, it's either make or break. I either get very frustrated with what the other people are doing because we do not have the same vision, or I feel inspired because their skills either match or above my skill set. I don't feel intimidated at all because I know I can learn off the person and we can bounce off each other and just really get in this sense of flow. It was just interesting to connect with all the paperwork that needed to be done before the whole father and son scene had to be shot, which does, in a sense, give you the rough idea of what paperwork you'd have to do in the next assessment task depending on your role. So it has given a good indicator to me what I would like to do. What I've also discovered is the fact that I don't mind writing, and I'd like to further my skills as a writer within this kind of filmmaking discourse. So I've chosen to be a writer for the next assessment task.